Rebeat, a piece of life-saving equipment to help those at risk of cardiovascular diseases live worry-free lives by keeping track of and treating their conditions with a device placed under clothing to diagnose and treat these cardiovascular diseases.
The problem that our team has identified is cardiovascular diseases. Cardiovascular diseases are diseases that affect the heart, usually involving blocked arteries or electrical anomalies in the heart.
Just to clarify, common cardiovascular diseases include cardiac arrest, heart attacks, atrial fibrillation, ventricular fibrillation, and many others. These diseases are often fatal to those experiencing it.
We chose to solve this problem involving cardiovascular diseases as it is the number one cause of death worldwide with 17.9 million annual deaths, accounting for 31% of all deaths. Our team has found two main problems with cardiovascular diseases.
The first problem with cardiovascular diseases is that it requires constant monitoring to identify and diagnose accurately. ECG readings that are taken in hospitals don't always reveal anomalies as these symptoms do not regularly appear.
AEDs are very effective and they reduce chance of death and brain damage by more than half, from 74% to 35%.
This brings us to our second problem with CVDs. Sadly, AEDs are not always readily available, especially in developing countries such as our own, Indonesia.
So, we have presented two major problems regarding CVDs. The first is difficulty in detecting CVDs. The second is the difficulty in treatment of common CVDs.
Our solution is called Rebeat. In a way, Rebeat does two things at once: the detection of CVDs and the treatment of common CVDs. Rebeat works by having a built-in ECG and an ADD to identify and treat those with cardiovascular diseases. The ECG detects heart anomalies while the AED or defibrillator treats urgent heart anomalies to restore a regular heartbeat.
For example, if a person were to experience cardiac arrest while wearing our Rebeat product, emergency services would immediately be contacted and the AED will deliver a shock to treat the cardiac arrest.
In another case, one where a more subtle CVD involving an irregular heart rhythm is detected, the user of the Rebeat product would be alerted of his or her heart condition through the paired phone application and be advised to consult with a doctor to confirm and treat their condition.
As you can see, we have created a simple sketch of our product. This sketch shows the majority of the features which we plan to include, such as the ECG and the defibrillator.
Our target market consists of people at risk of cardiovascular diseases.
According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the three main CVD risk factors are high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and smoking.
After identifying our target market, we were able to determine our market size.
In Indonesia, the country we are based in, there are 67.3 million people with high blood pressure, 6.6 million people with high cholesterol, and 61.4 million people who smoke, including passive smokers.
This totals to about 67 to 135 million people in Indonesia who are at risk of CVDs and therefore are target customers.
Globally, there are over 3 billion people with high blood pressure, over 3 billion people with high cholesterol, and just under 1 billion people who smoke.
This totals to about 3 to 7 billion people worldwide who are at risk of CVDs and are therefore our target market.
Competitor analysis. As you can see, we have considered the pros and cons of our product and compared them to our closest competitors in life-saving tools. Apple Watch, which also has an ECG, does not have full reliability as it only relies on 2 sensors on the limbs, while Rebeat relies on 8 sensors on the chest and back. Furthermore, Rebeat has constant ECG monitoring, while Apple Watch requires both hands to be in contact with the watch in order to function. The feature which makes Rebeat stand out from any other competitor is the defibrillator, a feature which greatly increases chances of survival in the event of cardiac arrest. Meanwhile, Samsung Watch currently has no ECGs installed into any of their products.
Moving on to pricing. Our estimated cost for each unit is $300, while the pricing for each unit of Rebeat is around 400 Singaporean dollars per unit. With a profit margin of about 33%, our company should earn roughly $100 per unit sold.
Assuming that we manage to capture even a modest amount of 0.5% of the local market in Indonesia, our company will have a revenue of $200 million with a profit of $50 million. However, we believe that we can capture more than this small 0.5% of the local market and eventually expand to the global market.
Our team has prepared a progress timeline to ensure that we stay on schedule to launch our company. In our schedule, we plan to finalize our product by next year, initiate sales in 2021, and expand to the international market in 2022.
Our team consists of Warren, Adrian, and myself. We believe that we are the team that is best suited to start this company and solve this problem due to our certain skill sets, passion, and commitment to solving this problem.
So, our product saves lives. What else is there to know? We'll have customers lining up in a heartbeat.